Guys, so many lives going on in this, the world of YouTube. Oh, it's a crinkle. Some live fixing of the set. Yeah, that looks better. Can everyone hear me? Those that are watching, let's see, can I have it up? There we go. Let's see who joins. I'll probably doing only myself is I've got to now vamp. And there's no Stuart to vamp. So I've now got to vamp the not. Hello Prime, hello JR. Just gonna post this, let everyone know that I am live right now. Let's see. I am live for an hour talking about the Runaway short and the first episode of season 11 of Doctor Who. So yeah, it's hard to vamp when it's just me. Loud and clear, good. I'm using the sexy microphone, maybe. I don't know, it's the Blue Yeti. I wonder if Stuart's come back and watch this and be like, wow, he's so amazing. He's doing it all by himself. Hi everyone. So yeah, we're going to look at the short, and we're going to talk Doctor Who a little bit because it's brand new. I kind of wanted to let everyone know what I thought and test to see if people are interested because, you know, big sci-fi franchise, brand new reboot of its own. Sorry, brand new reboot, and see what people thought. Those that are in England, you know, it's kind of relevant to the country that we live in, and it was interesting, you know, and also not interesting in the same way. Wait for a few more people to join in. So anyone got any comments or howdy highs? We got lots of people who, it's like, okay, there's Joseph Petrick, Adam Boots, Michael Paulak, Linda and Brian Cruz. See, but the rest of you have got non-names. Oh, and Matt Mon. You guys have got real names. And there's Mr. Prime and Mr. Daz. They're not real names, man. Okay, I guess mine's Power53 Fanfilms, which isn't a name either. But that's because I'm logged into my fanfilm account, so that's why. I'm in England looking for the Discovery shorts. Well, they are around. Ask an American friend to send you one, because that's what I did. / I got sent them without asking, because people knew I'd need to see them, and so they just sort of sent them. But how many of you guys actually saw the Discovery short? Then the first one, Power 543 is your given name. Yeah, sure. What a terrible name. Hello, Commander. Hi, Gary. It's 10:13 in the evening. I doubt we're gonna get that many people tonight. But it's sort of we do this every Sunday, so I thought I'd drop in and say hi. And again, first reaction on the new Doctor Who episode, I thought would be worth. PJ's channel. How did you watch it? A lot of fans out there, and one of them just sent me a link. So, good for them. Well done them. I have a couple of screen caps, just to sort of highlight a couple of things. I'm not going to live watch it or anything, because that's too far. But I am going to talk about a few little things, because I rewatched it before this, which was a few minutes late. And it was interesting. Not sure it really works on a second watch as well. But how many of you guys actually watched it? Of the 62 people, just do a yes or a no. Watch it on TV. Yeah, obviously you can watch it on TV. But I mean, do you really care about spoilers? I mean, you can still, I'm sure, Google the plot. I wonder if you Google Star Trek Runaway, there's actual clips yet. On YouTube, there is a trailer, a promo, and then obviously got lots and lots of reviews. Which this is one of them, I guess. Alright, can't read the review. I'll have to watch that. I'll open that. Just ready for after the stream. So I'm going to leave my live review, to watch Eric Henry's review. Yeah, meta. Watching a Drunk Commander better than Discovery Shorts. Well, there's a couple of Drunk Commander videos that we did with the Captain was in Canada. I haven't watched that footage, but oh god, that's going to be so cringe. Good cringe, possibly, but definitely cringe. So the summary of this one, then, you had, a little bit of CG, but basically just this one shot. You had a character scene with Tilly's mum. You had introduction of, Poe. I think Poe's the name. I've already forgotten the name, even though it was 5 minutes ago. And then everything gets happily resolved, and then things happen again, and then it all ends happily. And you can see the difference in vibe from there, and then suddenly there. Yeah, that was surprising. And these are the thumbnail pictures I just got. Yeah, rah. I mean, how much was this episode Predator? In its own unique way of not being unique at all. Of just being, invisible with glowing blood. I mean, there's obviously a reference. You can't go away from it being a reference. We just watched, actually, in Doctor Who episode, they also had a Predator that couldn't be invisible but was hunting for trophies. That was kind of funny to have. It's kind of funny to have both in the same night. Yeah. Asus Rex. I'm surprised no one did it to the Transporter or the Intruder. Yeah, it's got some flaws. It's funny, so I'll get you guys know my first review. So I watched it day after it came out, I believe. Someone sent me the link. And I watched it and I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. These were written long after season 1. Maybe new writers. And these are like, you could produce this in a week very easily. If you were actually aiming for a quick schedule. They're not difficult. And it started, and I was thinking, oh, cool, it's an anamorphic, and you can see that it's got black bars. That's easy to see now. Well, okay, no, it isn't, because the background isn't. Oh, is there a background? Yeah. So you can see it as an anamorphic, which is the cinema widescreen, where you have the hyper widescreen. And that was a nice touch, because I always like anamorphic. It's very cinema-y. And that was a nice attention to new detail. Maybe they're doing that for season 2, don't know. And it started playing, and I was like, okay, it'll be a character piece. I mean, you can't do much in 15 minutes, so it's a character piece. And they start going, it's okay, fine. Stuart said to me before, the timeline is so, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's just after season 1, but it's very unknown. And you're like, okay, still, real-time hologram annoyed me because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And in fact, this scene, she's talking to her mother via real-time hologram, would be much more impactful if it was via message on display, because then she couldn't real-time respond to the hologram. She would actually have to talk, she would be able to talk more as an actress against the screen and be like, yeah, try to interrupt and predict what the mum's going to say and make more of a play on it, rather than just watching her fake mother in hologram form and just sort of react normally and be more timid. It would be a much more interesting performance, I think, to do it just a screen, and obviously more canonical. And then it'd be, this was, incoming message, or, received message from Stardate, da-da-da. She's like, oh, wow, from a week ago. She must not care about me to only send one a week. Time delay creates new possibilities. Whoa, lots of, yeah, Ryan Hell, but 1610. See, I call it, what do I call it? It's like 13-6-12, something for anamorphic. But the 1610 looks bad on those that haven't bought huge TVs. No, but it also isn't available in the rest of the world, so they're obviously not thinking about the wider public, and I guess they can assume that more Americans have more money. If you've got to pay money per month to watch the episodes at all, then I guess they can afford a bigger TV. Is maybe the thought process. Maybe. And just so you guys know, this is a super chat conversation, so please do support the channel by super chatting, and I will see the conversation. Yes, thank you. 2-35-1. Yes. Super chat away if you want to support this channel. We always try and get a few bucks each time, just to make it worthwhile, make it fun, make it more energizing, and your questions get answered. Because I'm going to talk. It's only me, so I'm talking to me and to you and reviewing it. But if you want me to read out your question or your comment and let me know what you think and support the channel as you do, whatever you want to give. You know, if we can get $50, which isn't a lot, by the super chat, that would be, you know, up our weekly income by an annoyingly good amount. So that'd be nice. But yes, no, the bridge isn't out of her window. You wouldn't be able to see it from that distance. Oh yeah, clearly different to the quarters she said shared with Michael last year. Well, Michael Burnham's got a field commission. I doubt she'll be sharing, you know, prisoner quarters in a sense. I'm sure her own quarters, but yeah. I know you're about canon, but with today's technology, we have holograms. So in 20th century, we have hologram of our mothers, so it does not bug me at all. Yes, but that's the Star Trek universe is a specific point in the timeline where we know holograms don't exist in that form. So you wouldn't go back to the 16th century and give them, you know, AK-47s and say, "Hey, here you go," just because we can invent AK-47s now and we give them back in the past. You don't change a historical part of a timeline. You just don't. And when you do, fans don't like it. It's like you wouldn't go back to, well, say Doctor Who. You wouldn't say, well, you know, they could have, well, yeah, they could have made a police box, anything else. Let's change it and make it all lights and sounds. And no, you keep it because that's what it is. Or you don't go back into the medieval period and say, oh, look, medieval period have now got crossbows that can shoot 6 bows because that's more interesting for cinema. No, you say, we use what the era is about. It's pretty simple when it comes to... You know, some people disagree, but most of the people that worked on Trek, the old Trek, agree. So I'm in good company there. But yes, so that's this conversation. Hologram, again, annoying, and I wish there was, you know, gently retcon that out. That's all good. Admiral Savol, fan of Doctor Who, Samuel. Yeah. Different doctors, different things. I like the old show a bit more because they got more story, but obviously there's a lot more rubbish in the old story. Most of the new episodes aren't very good. There's some real crackers, which means good. But I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'm a fan. Well, I'm not fanatical, but I'm a fan. If you know what I mean. So yeah. So this is the introduction of the new character. Hey, Baz T. Thank you, £2. Here you go then. The D7 made me smile big time. Yes, the D7. You know what, guys? You know what? I'm going to show a picture of that D7 from that trailer. How nice was that to get yesterday? I was so buzzed about that. I'm going to bring in a bloody D7 from Discovery to make everyone happy, even if they don't like this short. And it's going to be on screen the entire time, because you know what? Yay for canon. We need more canon in the Trek. Here you go. Cheeky little D7 at the same time. Because why not? Thanks for that, Baz. You got a D7 with your donation. But yeah, trying to get $50. Guys, if you can, please do help while I review. And I've got the live chat on the second screen, so I'll review. If you have a super chat, I'll see it and comment. So if you want to say anything, please let me know. So yeah, so this is the introduction of the new character. Yes, Timothy, yeah, we all do. We all do. So this character was interesting, sort of. She was introduced, and obviously the way they introduced her in the trailers, in the minimal trailer there was there's more of an animalistic creature, and that's certainly the impression you get from this part of the production. And okay, good makeup, good style, whatever. As it progresses, Tilly using intelligence, I think she plays this very well. It's definitely her piece. She gets the tricorder, gets the communicator and works out what species it is, uses the universal translator, and suddenly, boom, this creature can now speak in the same language, and we go from very animalistic and weirdly territorially. I mean, that's why I picked this screen cap. Super animalistic, implying to the audience that it's not, intelligent. By the end of the piece, she becomes this. From that to that. Now, I understand you can obviously have creatures that or aliens that are super animalistic, super using instinct and such. But the transformation between where we were to where we got was kind of ridiculous. It was very strange. You would not assume that this intelligent, going to be queen, engineer that could invent a dilithium resequencer would be as stupid to not, she's a runaway, a stowaway, to do any of the actions she did in the first half. If she's that intelligent, this wouldn't be a scene. So the weird textual swap is very jarring. It's bizarre. I guess she's an alien, but they wanted us to think one thing, and they completely flip. So imagine TOS doing the Queen of a Planet, and 2 scenes earlier she was trying to, jump on someone making monkey noises. It's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Bit strange. Yeah, she was 17. I get that, but also going to be a queen. You imagine that each of the royalty got trained and learned and such that they, won't act like this. Especially since they're now warp capable, they've had first contact, they know about space travel, they're an advanced race, they can, they mine dilithium. You wouldn't think this person would act this way. It was kind of jarring to go from that to that. Yeah, how strange. Now, if she'd been intelligently saying, hey, well, she can't speak, although she did say in this video that she built a translator when she was young, and it's like, oh, why don't you bring one with you if you invent it? If you know you're going to be on an alien ship, you're escaping, why don't you bring a universal translator that you can build easily, apparently? And if you're joining the Federation and you've already built universal translators, why aren't you bringing them standard? Because they obviously exist. So that was a very strange choice. And when the whole episode revolves around these two elements, the character development of the Tilly character and the story of this creature, and didn't quite connect properly. This the setup portion of this short was pretty good. The middle bit was okay. The payoff was very abrupt and nonsensical in many ways. I do want to know what you guys think, so do let me know in the comments. Oh, Joseph, Super Chat's not available in your region. That is a shame. That is a shame. But anyone else Super Chat, and I will answer questions and such, or just what do you guys think of the episode? It's a pretty simple analysis. Greens from Germany, hi from England. It is funny. I was mentioning we're doing Doctor Who as well, so everyone is mixed talking here. The phrase you're looking for is badly written fanfic. Yeah, it didn't quite. It was a classical Discovery video in a sense that it was not the best written. Although I will absolutely say that the Tilly stuff was well written, and the initial stuff in the episode, all the character lines were actually very good. They knew her character, they used it well, they played with it, they used a lot of, I think, holy shit at one point, stuff you wouldn't say in Star Trek, they did, and they certainly modernised it a bit. And it kind of worked. It was very deadpan, it was every day, and that's kind of, this episode felt very everyday, despite its, theoretically huge consequences. Prime 135 space $1.99, bring back the D7. Sorry, yes, D7. Matt Mon needed more time to develop the story, and the Queen's change from frightened instinctual being less frightened way went to it was a very silly transformation, to be sure. It was strange old story, but look at that shot. That's a nice shot of the Discovery. They've actually put in more window geometry, which is good, and I think also they changed the text on the saucer slightly. I think the light rig is different as well, so they've certainly improved the model, which is good because it needed an improvement. Not for Pierre's lack of work, just the subtleties of the interiors were important. Now the actual base underplot of the piece is that this Poe woman, who did not look like this in those scenes, looked more like this. She is the queen of this planet. Spoilers. And she is running away because she's developed a way of recrystallizing dilithium, which I believe is what... Crusher, I believe was the Crusher did that actually in TNG, worked that out as a big deal. And Voyager, I believe, did some clever dilithium re-sequencing. That was one of the things they did in the show. Oh, Equinox as well. I think at the start they did that in a sort of prequel dialogue in the episode. So if you can resequence dilithium on a planet that's rich with dilithium, you create what Star Trek's meant to be, that everyone can replicate whatever you want. So if you can have infinite dilithium, then infinite building new worlds and such. And that obviously changes the ball game. So people are searching for her and she runs away. And this becomes the confusing bit because she runs away onto Discovery, which, as we can see, is not next to a planet, not next to a star system. They don't mention it in dialogue. Oh yeah, the first lithium resequenced in Star Trek 4. Yeah. Clever. And that was a big deal as well. Yeah. Stephen Martino, it's a professional fan film. Certainly close, certainly close. So as you can see, there's no planet around the ship, and we don't ever say we're in orbit, and that would have been an easy dialogue to say, you know, leaving orbit of... And we see work bees bring in crates. That's the implication of how she got on board. Where from? How did she get on board those? I mean, you assume that they were on her planet dealing with the first contact nature of it. And then she stowed away, I guess. Or she got onto a cargo ship that visited her planet, and that cargo ship was dealing with Discovery, and she got on board that way, I guess. Sure. And this is a new shot. This isn't like an old shot. They didn't reuse. I mean, it's a similar angle. They might have reloaded the scene file, but they improved the model and they changed the lighting and such. Much brighter, much nicer, using the two color tone trick. Let's see what the chat says about that. Well, we don't know if the ship moved. We don't know if Tilly told the captain to go back to the planet. I just assume she told her commander they brought the Queen back to a planet. Yeah, but the way they specifically played the piece is that it's super inclusive, and you could imagine if she told the captain, who would be Pike. If they're on a mission, it should be Pike at this point. Then wouldn't they be worried about the all? I was going to be guards. There'd be somebody coming in to deal with this. They wouldn't let Tilly, who's an ensign, or cadet, so she's a cadet, they wouldn't let Tilly be alone to beam her back to planet. It doesn't connect. I know you know they always say show don't tell. They didn't even tell us. So the idea that, okay, yes, they're in orbit and they go back, and I mean, okay, but just have them in orbit at the start would alleviate all the issues and it would look nice. But no. Seeing the story is more centered around the characters and the places. Yes, but you still need to make sense. And when you can have a line of dialogue, you know, when they said, you know, ending shift 15, you could have, you know, at the start, you know, leaving orbit of Uraden. And then Pike's on the intercom, you know, this is the captain speaking, we are leaving this planet. You know, things like that. It's just lazy storytelling that you could easily have fitted it in very, very easily, but they didn't. And that was a choice, just to allow it to be, I guess, any place in the time. But again, it's just a little bit of poor things. Orbit, had been 2 shots. Yeah, I mean, this shot and end shot would have been easy. Hey, Prime, 199. Is the bridge window gone? Prime 135 or /1. No. Window's there. And you can even see the graphics around the window. Well, these windows don't make any sense. There's nothing there. Oh well. Not going to get rid of the window anytime soon, I don't think. Context, goddammit, Jim. You need context, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just little things. Little things would have made it better. Like explaining There's not anything more to that sentence. So then you get to the end with this very strange reversal. Tell he's an ensign now, no longer a cadet. Cool. Still the lowest rank on the ship apart from unlisted, so she shouldn't be dealing with the queen of an alien race that holds the secret to dilithium. No, it shows not ruined their window, but it's one of the many flaws that they could easily fix. And it just shows a lack of canon, you know, classic Discovery mistakes that shouldn't exist because they're common not to include. So yeah, so the ending, well, the middle, the reversal. So the woman is the queen now. She's got dilithium, secret to more dilithium, and she does want to use it, but only to allow her planet to not need to give dilithium, so that her planet can have the dilithium all to itself, because that's natural to the planet. But she's run away so that no one can use it because people are greedy and want to use it more. I mean, it kind of works, but kind of doesn't. Now, the reversal point, though, is very strange. She goes from all concerned to, you know, this is fine, let's move on. And I've written some of this stuff down. I've written lots of questions. But I'm the only one who will protect the planet. No one loves my twin sisters like I do. And that convinces her, because she loves it the most, she should go back and save it, but doesn't solve any of the issues. Well, you would think if she was the queen, she could just demand they don't get the tech from her. I mean, what's the point of being a queen if you can't, you know, yeah, they can't, if they recrystallize dilithium, they don't need to mine as much. Oh, sure, exactly. It makes sense as to what it is, but not per se as everything else. Reality is the now. Windows are stupid, but so is putting the bridge on top of exposed. The bridge should actually be buried 100 tons of armor at the center of mass. That's what shields are for, though. The window is a functional problem rather than a structural problem. Shields are there to protect everything. Whereas if you have a view screen, you can zoom in properly. You can close it off so you don't get blinded like Shinjo did. You can view the back. Whereas if it's a view screen, if it's a window, sorry, you see the front. You can put text on like you can for a view screen. You may be able to zoom in, but it'd be a pocket piece because it's a window, it'd be a holographic display on top of a window. Whereas if it's a view screen, it would just be the technology. If you were to replace the back, you would then still see the front, so it's not particularly helpful. Prime. Alright, I can't keep chipping in $1.99. It's almost 10 super chat. Yes, come on, guys. Super chat a little bit. Anything will help because we're trying to get to $50 for this little cheeky little review and discussion with you guys, because, you know, helps support the channel and helps make these days funner. Rust Knuckle Iron Gut. Shields fail constantly in Star Trek. Not very many times if you break it down. How many episodes, how many battles, they don't fail very much if you really break it down, and never when it comes to nebulae or any of the individual episodes that are just generally non-combative, they don't fail actually. They're very, very good. I think Winnow looks cool, to be honest. That's fine, but cool is not function, is not form, is not making sense. There's a reason why the Trek ships looked the way they did in the old show. You know, Andrew Probert designed everything for a function. I mean, Windows have a function, it's a flawed function, where NX01 had a better system. You know, cool is fine, but you shouldn't design it based on cool. What you do is you make it armor, but then you make a big screen, and then it just goes holographic, and now it looks like a window, but it's still armor. Same effect, but without, you know. Hey, 2 super chats, thank you. Sasha Hawk. I butchered that, I'm sorry. Just make Prime 135 happy. Thank you. I hope he's happy now. And Baz T. People in chat calling STD still. Grow up, please. Yeah, I don't ever call STD because there's no point. Sorry, but then it's begging for super chats. It really misfires, I think. Well, the problem is we don't earn very much, and you guys don't watch enough of the videos to be, you know, worth it. I've got lots of work to do. I'm actually not doing work to do this work, and so we need to make enough money on the chat to make it worthwhile for me to talk to you guys and get questions answered. So it's, you know, it's really simple. This is a, you know, I'm working right now to talk to you guys. It's awesome, but super chats allow it to be, you know, worthwhile. You know, it's what you gotta do. I mean, if you went to real job, you got a salary, you'd have your one thing, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the bills paid, man. But at the end of the day, you don't. If you're not gonna support, that's fine. But hopefully some people will. Dan23. Enterprise Season 1. Their view screen zoomed all the way down to the surface and hear what they're saying. Amazing. Yep. View screen. Much more functional. Yeah, I'm not going to strip. Yeah, no, I'm not going to strip for money. I paid for a super chat once, got about 10 seconds of response, not worthwhile. It depends what you give. I mean, it's all... I mean, hey, to be fair, if you watch previous super chat lives, I tried to give like long answers if you ask big questions, but Stuart tends to cut me off because I tend to give each one a big answer. You know, so that's just me. You know, if it's a big question, I'll answer the question. But it's, you know, help support the channel. Do you have a page where with merch I could order to Central Europe? Yeah, Stuart is doing, hopefully doing a shirt each month is the plan. And then there'll be a new custom shirt each month, and then eventually we'll have a full site with lots of things. No one is calling the show Discovery, not even Trekyards, so it would be STD period. I call it disc. I never call it STD because it's not. It's disc or STDIC is what we always say. Colton Anderson, $5 American. What was your opinion on Poe's people being born during the creation of the planet? Myth? Yes, thank you. Myth of a people or Trek science. Matt, that's actually a big point I want to talk about. But Matt Mon, I don't give them credit because just like the Klingons, they can retcon improvements with hair. Do that with a window. Yeah, Aku, I got about 20 minutes of Klingon face analysis off Super Chat. Yeah, it's everything and nothing. Okay, so I will. Okay, so the born the planet thing. So born same time as the planet. What? And literally my note is born same time as the planet. What? Nope. How old are they? It's a ridiculous thing to say. Yeah, if you take it figuratively, that you know our race was born the same time as the planet. Also doesn't make sense. Not necessarily because a planet is molten at the start. And I don't think this person could survive molten core, and then if the first person comes out of a molten core, do thousands of people come out of a molten core and then walk on molten core planets and then talk a bit and then procreate as a core gets more solidified, and then they now evolve to deal with molten, and then it suddenly solidifies and life form, like, no, it doesn't make any sense. And she goes on about it being her twin. She's only 17. Unless the planet is 17 years old, she's not a twin of the planet. The planet is much older than her. The planet might be her long distant grandma, but it's not her twin. So it's figurative, that's fine. But they do the dialogue to be pretty explicit in what she's saying. She calls Teddy out for saying, but it's like she's meant to be an engineer, a scientist, very, very smart, and discover something that most people haven't even thought to discover at this point because it's so far out of reach. And yet, she's saying she's the twin of a planet, which doesn't make any sense. Just the way they played it. If it was more like, my race is one with the planet, there are legends that we were born at the same time as the planet, that's fine. But the way they played it was very full on, and it did not work properly. Jump back to the chat. STDIC. Yeah, just disc. Enjoy Doctor Who, Andromeda. Hey, good for you. I'll talk about that as well in a little bit. It's Disco Memory Alpha. Disco is canon. Yes, it is, but doesn't mean it's good canon. Just like doesn't mean TNG is good canon or Enterprise is good canon. What if Q Prime says, what if Q made the planet to mess with people? Then yes, Prime, that is what happened. Maybe. TOS, TAS, TMP, Tinge, Disc, DS9, Voyager, Enter Disc. Yep. Captain Robert April, a typical Class M planet would spend the first few billions of years uninhabitable molten rock. Exactly. Well, yeah. Annex O Rex. Maybe she's biologically 17, but technically millions of millennia old. Yeah, but if it takes millions of millennia to be this immature, and to not therefore need evolution to get her to have flawless camouflage, and cool spikes and stuff, and intelligence, and it doesn't equate. It's one of those classical lazy writing things. But again, 15 minutes is very tricky, but a really good writer could do it in 15 minutes. I feel like this needs another draft. Just a small other draft would have been helpful. Because this short, I think you guys will agree, this short is close to being brilliant. Because it's a nice character piece, it's got a good alien design, it's simple, but it works. The concept is a good this will be a full episode as a concept. It could be a two-part as a concept, because it changes the way the Federation works. It's like 2 points away from being a really good piece. I hope you guys agree with that. Yeah. Back to chat. I wonder if we're going to see cures of being on Discovery anytime soon. I doubt that hugely. Would they not be hugely evolved if they originated as a species with the dawn of their planet, like on the scale of Q by now? Unless the planet is 17 years old. And warp travel in 17 years. That'd be amazing. Enterprise Forever! Carl Mallings. $5. My 2 cents. Or the $5. Yes, I was going to make that joke as well. Damn, you beat me to it. The short's premise was good, Trek. But the execution still needs work. And I think I actually just said that without reading your comment. Yes, absolutely. Good premise, well shot, very good use of standing sets, standing characters. You know, this is how... It's one of the reasons Wrath of Khan is so strong, because it uses what they had very effectively, very strategically. I mean, they use the same bridge set for 3 ships, about a third of the movie, give or take. That's a lot of saved budget. And they got a lot out of that. So you can do a lot of stuff. That's why I'm excited about these shorts, because they're able to use what they've got to make more. And hopefully more interesting storylines. Because this obviously doesn't factor in too much of the main plot. But it could do. It could do. And to be fair, bringing it back in for, you know, the Discovery needs new dilithium, and until he says, I know a guy, you know, I know a queen that can help. And they go, that'd be kind of fun. Disco is abbreviation for Discovery is canon. For the internal ship is, yeah, but not for the show. Because you can't have canon for a non-canonical fact about a fictional TV show. You can only have a official. But it's a silly argument anyway. Just be respectful enough to call it disco or disc. That's why I don't disco sounds silly. It's just disc. I remember when people raged over Enterprise. Reality is the now. Now we like it, lol. Most of us anyway, but the fans did manage to get Enterprise cancelled. No, as Moonves cancelled it. The ratings were just fine, and it was the best season yet. He chose to cancel it. It wasn't a fan thing. And Enterprise is still a very vanilla show that isn't great. I mean, it hasn't improved per se. It's still many bad episodes, many okay episodes. It's just an overall vanilla show. But the characters, you like all the characters. They're not well developed, but you like them all. Discovery has, I guess, better highs. No, Intimate is better. Well, it hasn't had a chance to really shine yet. But no, Enterprise is a interesting show. Still very vanilla. Enterprise was cancelled because the fans refused to watch. No, season 4 had great ratings. So no, it's they made better. You make better Trek, you get better ratings. It is that simple. It's not rocket science, guys. And I watched Enterprise. I watched all of Enterprise as it was going on. At the same time, BSG happened, and Stargate SG-1 Atlantis, and Enterprise was the weakest of all 4 heads and shoulders. I knew at the time, being a Trek fan my entire life, this was okay at best. You know, if we reviewed Enterprise, we would be saying, "Oh, I was fine with the art design because it made sense. It was so far in the past that, you know, it was more a look at our future advanced rather than TOS back." Whereas Discovery is Enterprise future / our conceptual future / TOS themed vaguely. It's a weird mix. Burnham isn't Mary Sue. No, just a poorly written character. Ryan Hale. Hi, Ryan. I liked your live D7 and Discovery analysis yesterday. I did too. Look, D7. I saw your D7 comments. I put a D7 back on screen. Look, it's D7. Yeah, that was a really fun. So much energy in that discussion. That was really exceptional. I loved the Prime. I love the Enterprise theme. It's my ringtone. I mean, it's a song. I mean, I don't understand why you'd be so against it. It's not like classical Trek, but it's not a bad song. It's quite a nice, positive song. It by itself is quite interesting. Oh yeah, Stargate. Yeah, Tim Theo. Yep, that would have been great. That would have been great. Wish they'd had more. David Blissig. I've arrived! David, you've arrived! Where have you arrived from? Was it a long trip? Are you tired? Are you hungry? Are you going to have a snack? Are you enjoying this new ramble? 100th of people. 100th of people, you're rambling. I'm sorry I'm talking fast, guys. I'm excited to talk to you all. And, I talk fast. Enterprise had 2.9 season 4, the lowest of the entire run in terms of ratings. But remember, this was Nielsen ratings when they were, you couldn't measure that properly. Okay, I understand that might be for all shows, but the actual people watching it were certainly more than that. But the people that had Nielsen boxes weren't watching it. Remember, this was a time when you could not accurately view numbers, whereas like on Netflix, they know exactly the views and they're huge in comparison. Yeah, according to Nielsen, exactly. It's a very flawed system. More people watching it than DVD sales were good and such. It's a bizarre system. Doctor Who, yes, we'll go on to Doctor Who. Generally reacting, you're actually got Doctor Who picture. That's fun. David Blissing again. Blissing, $2. Sleepy and all the above. I'm now Dave Blissing. Cool. Hi, Dave. They're dead, Dave. Everyone's dead. The crew are dead. The captain's dead. Everyone is dead. Everyone's dead. Dave! But is Stuart alive? No. Everyone is dead. Everyone is dead. Everyone is dead. Dave. Who got that reference? Tell me in the chat who got the reference. Dave, did you get the reference? I hope you did. And this is the annoying bit of the delay. I wanna read. You do talk fast, Wilson. You do talk fast. The subtitles on YouTube do not catch up with you. Are there subtitles on live? I didn't know that was a thing. Can you really watch that with subtitles? What's mini player? Ooh, that's a new feature. Red Dwarf. They're all dead, Dave. 2001, 2010. No. Red Speaking Dwarf! Baz, yes. Dave, I think it's funny. Y'all never get my name right. I'm sorry. Context is difficult when it comes to the written word. Carl. Sorry, see? Carl, hang on. Are you trying to tell me everyone's dead? Go on, blimey. Yes, everyone is dead. Everyone is dead, Dave. Let's move on to Doctor Who. Although, okay, tell you what. Final note on this Discovery Runaway. My final review is because I enjoyed this episode. And guys in the chat, let me know a single line, single few words of what you thought, final review, what you all thought, and a number out of 10, just so I can read those out before I close. That'll go on nice to summarise, and we'll move on to the next piece. I enjoyed it. I thought thematically it was Star Trek. It was better Star Trek in terms of that. There was no war, very little negativity. There was a build-up of ooh, what's it going to be? There's some science. Her chameleon's quite cool, though. Sensors should be able to detect that. Why? Like, she's a new alien race, but really, guys, come on. Sensors, use them. I enjoyed it. I just wish, now watching it again, the myriad of plot holes and lazy writing for anything beyond the base character stuff was fixed. There would have been a second draft, would have fixed it, or a third draft. But that is Discovery in a nutshell. You know, that's symptomatic of the Discovery franchise so far. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it very much. Some really good lines, some really good little bits. So I would give it a solid 7 out of 10, if not slightly more. I thought it was... I enjoyed it. But the end... How can they beam off the ship to not a planet when there's not a planet there? I mean, there might have been a planet there, but they didn't give us any indication there was. And why are they so nonchalant about it? Oh, the ending is so bad. The ending does not make any sense. And she's so calm. Why is she going back? I was just getting out of this now, I'm back in it. The ending is so bad. It's so quick. It's so quick. $1.99. Brett Dean. Bring on Picard. Yes, that would be good. So let's read a couple of reviews. Yo mate, how to watch this? A fan sent it to me. Oh, let's talk Red Dwarf instead. Hey guys, would you want to do a Red Dwarf rewatch and review? That'd be fun. Matt Mon, C plus or B? Yep, C plus is probably a good thing. That's T. Yeah, that's a good point with Rimmer. 6 out of 10, Steve. Yep. C out of 10. Yep. This episode feels wasted. Would have been better as a full episode. It could have been better. It was meh. More to the yay, less action, nay. I think characters make a lot of things better. My final word, smeg, maybe. Also, they really need to come up with a proper limit of distance transporters. Why have shells if they seem infinite? Well, they didn't set up where it was, what they were doing. It was a poor piece anyway. Script needed a rewrite or 2. Plotting was strange, 5 out of 10. Yep, that's fair. Quite good, 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is Star Trek. No, I think lower. You wouldn't. Yeah, I would say 6 and then 7 for Star Trek. 5 out of 10. Expect more from Mud's thing. Yep. They did the same BS with Vok. Did they? I thought they beamed to somewhere close. Yes, the alien can also affect electronics, can fuzzle sensors. Yes, hell of an evolved creature. What an amazing evolution of it to disrupt to disrupt signals. That's a strange ability. Cool, but strange. Would have been cool if she had tech on her. That would have made a lot more sense. Plot, whole city, lower tier CW type of show. Beautifully shot though. Yep, 4 out of 10. So yeah, everyone's saying better than average for the most part. Hey guys, you let me know in the final note. Better than most of the Discovery episodes in terms of Star Trek feel and like what do you think, guys? Pretty impressive for 17 years of evolution. Yes. Oh yeah, thank you Colton Anderson, $2. Better Trek than Discovery season 1, 7.5 out of 10. Yes. We are in sync. Several fans are in sync. I love it. Yeah, I think better than most of the season actually. Ooh, Michael Parker, $5. Thank you. Greetings, hello, Michael, Mr. Parker, Captain Parker. Nope, that's you've been Ensign Parker. Any truth to rumor that second season of Discovery will stream in 4K? And what about a DS9 H2 remaster? Boy, I can't say letters fully today. DS9, long way from coming because it's a heavily difficult thing. Oh, you mean the rumor with the DS9 dock? Yes, there will be DS9 high definition footage, both visual effects and show footage, and that they obviously want to pitch full DS9 HD with that. That'll be coming in the documentary released at the end of this month. And any truth in the rumors, Discovery stream 4K, I would be thoroughly surprised because the VFX, that would be a massive undertaking to VFX them for a TV budget. But I would love to see 4K Blu-ray. I mean, it was presumably filmed in 4K. You couldn't not film in 4K, and Netflix can't do 4K. We have a 4K TV downstairs, and it is really nice to watch the 4K Blu-rays for sure. I don't think they'll do that just because the upkeep is so high, but yeah. Matt Mon, better than the first half of season 1. Yes, I would absolutely agree. Certainly. Will season 2 be on Netflix? Yes. Okay. Ensign Parker from Orville. Oh my god, we have Ensign Michael Parker from Orville joining us. Joey, can Samuel just say he hated DW, so I'm no longer the only one who didn't love it, please? Not there yet. Right, now let's move on to Doctor Who. The new theme song, which is actually reminiscent of the old. I haven't got any pictures because it just came out and I haven't got any version of it. But I'll need to find a picture, won't I, for the live Doctor Who That's a decent picture of the cast and crew. Nope, just the cast, I mean. This is live saving and adding to an Adobe Premiere work flow. And you guys want to see a D7 at the same time as a Doctor Who picture. Wow, that's a small picture. Doop. There we go. So, Doctor Who Season 11, featuring the very first female Doctor and one of the very first third Time Lord ever to change genders that we saw. Ooh, good job, Prime. So yeah, this is a new cast. See, the problem is it's just come out. Let me know, guys. Okay, let me know right now in the comments. Do you want spoilers or not? Full spoilers or not for this season of this season? Sorry, for this episode of Doctor Who, because obviously it's just come out. Just come out in England. I don't know when the delay is for America. But obviously I don't want to spoil everything because, you know, spoilers. But I also only want to keep this for an hour live, so I'm not going to do too much on this. This is a Trek channel after all. But I do want to talk about it a little bit because I want to talk about it. It's brand new, and you know, yeah, Renee, that was one of the three. That's what I was. I haven't watched it yet. It was a worldwide simulcast, was it? That's cool. Did not know that. Cool. The Jake. Why does she get a 10-minute engineering scene when people watching it in awe, while when the male doctors are just doing it? It actually feels pretty sexist for a woman Char character. Jodie was mirroring Matt Smith in Game for Spoilers. Haven't seen it yet, I'm out. Bye. That's fair enough. Hell raise. Adam Boot. Second female Doctor, if you count the old BBC Children Need special where Dr. Stars Rowan Atkinson enters Joanne Lumley. That was the best Doctor Who special ever. I loved that to bits. But you know what, Adam? Not canon, but I love the effort there. If you include that, then obviously there's like 9 more male Doctors, so it wouldn't quite work. X's. This is where I run. I plan to watch Doctor Who eventually, but I never have thus far. Oh wow! Well, there's a lot of Doctor Who to watch. There's 69 seasons to watch, because you should watch the old. For God's sake. So yeah, let's It was suggested that Doctor Who had bought female clothing before. Yes, for his wife and his granddaughter. Well, his wife, his daughter, his granddaughter. I mean, I think we've all bought our significant others clothes at some point. So, you know. Captain April. Every other Doctor has gotten their socks provided to them by the TARDIS. This is the first time the Doctor has made his own from scratch. Not true. The second Doctor and third Doctor both made their sonic screwdrivers, is the implication. They're never talked about, but it is implied they built their own rather than the TARDIS, because that was a super new invention, and you don't get the sense of that from the original when they appear. And girlfriends as companions, A. Victoria. Sure, exactly. Brain of Morbius hinted more of Doctors of Generations. Yep, but they're not canon, so they don't exist. Yes. Yeah, pretty sure I've been female companions before. And to be fair, you know, you can find women's scarves, women's hats that are, you know, whatever. So yeah, so let's talk about the episode. So I'm going to turn off the chat for well, put it outside so I can concentrate for a second. It's kind of difficult. So the Doctor Who episode. I liked it, but really my just full review, it was okay. Very okay. Because it's a reboot in as much as the Russell T Davies was a reboot. He had a totally new production team, new Doctor, new companion, new filming, new CGI to the previous thing, which was the movie, and the previous thing was the 80s TV show with Sylvester McCoy. This, Chris Chibnall took on with a brand new production team, brand new cameras, brand new aspect ratio, brand new Doctor, brand new companions, brand new cinematographer, brand new sound artist, brand new VFX company. It felt different, but not drastically different, just from a filmmaking point of view, you can feel the difference. And I liked the difference because it did feel not more, but the lighting was good. The cinematography was good. A lot of night stuff, which is harder to do, although in England it's dark a lot of the year, so it's less hard than other places, I suppose. But a lot of attention to the shots, a lot of attention to the lighting, a lot of attention to the set, the scene construction, which I really liked, because you don't... It wasn't trying to hit you over the head with, look what's in frame, but it didn't just create basic shots. And it helped being on Earth, this first one, because you got a lot of production value for the buck. A shot that sticks out to me was when they are in the dude's mechanic shop, or what we assume is something similar to a mechanic shop, and there's a nice lighting scene where you get a 3D feel. You see off into the distance of his shop, you get, like I say, great lighting, good camera angle. It just stood out to me as, oh, that's a good use of what could be a very boring shot. So that was a good job. Now I'm going to look at the chat again. Well, that was my baseline review. Oh, no more super chats. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Any super chat for what you think of the Doctor Who? Let me know. Let me know. Let me have a look at everyone, what people said. Missy, yes, that was in way 3 as well that changed. Changed the aspect ratio in it. Yes, it's now anamorphic, which was cool. Missy jokes about it, but never confirms he was actually a woman. Well, he wasn't. We know all his generations. He was never a woman, and he was born a male because John Pertwee was a male. So no. William Hartnell, sorry, not John Pertwee. Hell plus Rats. I'll have to watch it now. Enjoy. Yeah, it's also been stated overtly on the several occasions that the Hartnell version was the original. Yes, we saw him as a child multiple times. We know he's a male for every single generation up to his second. The Doctor was a male up until the second regeneration of his second cycle, which was only given to him by the Time Lords, which Time Lords don't have. So he's in his second full life cycle, which, if you know the audiobooks and the books, you can regenerate beyond 13, but it gets progressively more dangerous as instability happens in your genome. So if they took that as canon, by 17 or so, things might go very wrong. Yes, and show Runner wanted a reboot. Yes, exactly, Dan. Personally, this is the best Doctor Who has ever looked, says Scene. I like the characters so far, but I will reserve judgment to the writing at the end of season 1. Yes. I don't know if it's the best it's ever looked, because some other ones have had really nice art styles. This was Earth. This could not have been Doctor Who's story easily. But it worked. Didn't the General Time Lord return to woman? Yes, talked about that already. Oh, she's from Huddersfield. Didn't know that. I think this was the best first episode of all modern Who. See, Sean, it was super restrained. Super restrained. I did not like, I watched it twice, Peter Capaldi's intro. It was super bloated, gimmicky. He wasn't in most of it. Might have been fun, but it was not good. Not good. Rose was not good, in my opinion, because all the filming problems are definitely Tennant's first one. Chris Special is not good. It's so gimmicky. I do think Matt Smith's was a better piece. It was very, very well shot. That was a movie unto itself. It didn't continue that quality, but that one was very, very good. And his performance is very good. He is Doctor from the offset. Jodie is not Doctor from the offset, but they make a point of saying that. And then that's all the Doctors. So yeah, this is the second best for me, probably. But again, 2018 writing, 2018 visual effects, 2018 story and cameras, it's going to look, sound, and it should be better than 2006 Rose. It should just be better. Just the cameras look better, and that's going to be a big difference. The time, well, no, there is a way to know how many generations. He gets 2 cycles. He's got another 13. They say that specifically. The Master is in his third regeneration of his third cycle, something at this point. Well, he stole regenerations and he transferred body, so he is no longer in a linear cycle of although he ran out of. Well, he had his full 12. Then he was reborn by the Time Lords, but he was insane. Then he got two regenerations out of that body, so he's in his second cycle. But since he swapped in someone else's body in between, very confusing. What about the Tenant with the Carrier Knights? The Christmas special was not good. Sorry, he was in a lot of it. The ending was ugh. It just no. And that was when Rose and Mickey, they're just lazily written. Oh, you mean the Carrier Knights? Sorry, Carrier Knights was the Witches one. It's fine. It's not very good particularly. Most people think she was channeling Tennant. Oh, certainly she was channeling Smith far, far more. More 4K friendly. That's interesting. Yes. Gotta count War Doctor. Yeah, we didn't get a first episode for him. Didn't Capaldi say he might just go on regenerate forever though? I mean, that's... Yeah, but he couldn't regenerate twice. They made a reason. So, I mean, he could if they invent a reason because they want to go on. He shouldn't be able to, but it's a sci-fi show. They can just invent reasons. You know, that's the problem with killing doctors like this. I mean, obviously, you're going to burn through them and then suddenly, oh, damn. You know, the single fact that... What's his name? That, the single fact that Eccleston didn't come back burned another life. Just for that. It's not intended for this to happen so quickly, the last regeneration cycle sort of thing. And, oh yeah. Sign Bam. Pfft. Clearly the best episode of Doctor Who was the Absorbaloff one. Awful. Joseph, agree with you, Samuel. Smith's first episode was great in terms of plot. Jodie went full Smith here and got a great Who type story. She did get a great Who type story, yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Curator's fascinating. That might be his third cycle. And guys, super chat. Come on, guys, anything you want, and I will. I think we're doing well, but not like very well. Just nice to be supported, but a few more super chats would be lovely. But I'll keep going. So yeah, where's Captain Foley? He is at a family event in a different town. So it's just me. And he hasn't seen the Doctor Who episode anyway because he's been Thanksgiving weekend. But yeah, back to the episode. So I liked the plot quite a lot, actually. I was not as sold on the build-up because the build-up was more convoluted with character beats that didn't quite connect. But when the plot got going, I mean, the showrunner, Chip Dale, all of his Doctor Who episodes are bad. All of them. The one with the cubes is great until the end, but the end ruins it completely. So this was his best Doctor Who outing by a long way. Don't know if he wrote it, don't think he did, but this is his best outing. Doesn't say that much. Sort of similar plot in that to his other sort of styles of plot, but I did like it. I loved the simplicity of the antagonist. Simple art design, real guy in a costume, no visual effects, relatable, alien, cool, limited yet advanced. Good choice, very good choice for an antagonist. Very Predator again, because chasing a hunt. I liked the companions' potential, but none were used properly in this episode because it was obviously a Doctor-focused episode. But as they say in the episode, she's not yet the Doctor until the end. She's just playing the Doctor rebooting into the Doctor. So that's why the performance is a bit off. It's the first time in the role as well. Capaldi was very good, but he was given bad writing and bad episodes. She was okay, but given good stuff to work with. So that was kind of like it bounced out there. But it's the first time, and I think leading a project as well as a lead. So my thing about Jodie is that she was very okay. She was doing a lot of the Smith acting, but with him it felt more internally natural. She was overacting to create a vibe. When she wasn't doing that, she felt like a normal person, and there were better moments. So the pre-final her body state is her overacting, and hopefully she finds her voice later on, because I was not impressed by her Doctor voice. She was being a Matt Smith, but over the top, whereas Matt sort of carried it off a little bit better. But again, first story, Capaldi wasn't amazing in the first episode either, so that is fine. Broadchurch, I don't know if she was the lead in Broadchurch. I've never seen Broadchurch. He's regenerating after Canadian Thanksgiving, yeah. I forgot the Cube episode. That one is fun. It is until the last third, then it just completely breaks down and destroys itself. It's all set up, but then no payoff. Pen Farm Girl. Hi, Pen. $2 just because you do a great job streaming alone. Thank you. I don't know if I do or not. I'm not the most at home doing this because I like bouncing off people, and if we had like 400 people, it'd be a huge continuous conversation. Although 100 of you are really great, obviously. But I don't know if I'm doing a good job. So thank you. I appreciate that, the compliment. Thank you. Thanks. You get more of the screen for stuff, don't you, with only one of me, which is kind of good. And nice clear audio. Less Predator, more Hirogen. Yeah, look-wise, I just think the hunting was... No, okay. But the trophy isn't... No, trophies... No, okay, yeah, I'll give you Hirogen. Just feels more Predator to me. But yeah, Hirogen's a good shout. In terms of Power of 3, the ending had issues apparently because they squashed it down to one episode, as well as that villain's actor being hard to work with, at least that's what I've heard. Doesn't excuse it though. You do reshoots, you redo the ending, you fix it. You don't allow it to come out as a substandard product because it ruins the episode. You know, cut down half the setup for the payoff. Then it doesn't. Whatever. I'm curious to see how her character will progress. Yes, she has. Spoiler. Yeah, actually, this is spoiler free. Actually, I'm not spoiling anything particularly. I've just given away things that are in it, not actually what happens. So yeah, this is still spoiler free. Should have gotten the Admiral, your father, for this. He's in Germany, so I could not have got my Admiral, the father, in for this. Oh yeah, Adam, she's channeling previous incarnations before she stabilizes. Yeah, they tend to. So I absolutely give her that. That's why I'm not going to judge her performance, because it's very much the pre-performance. Yeah, that's absolutely. So next episode is where I'll be able to judge her actual doctoring. But again, she's only had 2 then, and you learn to be who you are. Because how do you approach this role? It's so iconic, and 13 people have been it before. They're all different. It's a very strange thing to do. And as a woman, how do you define a female doctor? Is it the same character but non-gender changing, or are we saying that a new gender does change the chemicals in the body that creates different reactions to things, and therefore it's definitely a female version of Doctor? It's a very interesting equation of how you do that. Jodie has done some very dark, dramatic stuff in Broadchurch. Nice to cut loose and have some fun. Yeah, but it didn't quite hit home. But again, mid-generation. That's fine. I have no idea what Hirogen is, so I thought Predator. Well, we both thought the same. Thoughts, i.e. the outfit. I think that the 6th Doctor will appreciate it because it's close to his and other people's in terms of silly. This Doctor's outfit is an outfit, is a costume. It's not clothes. You look at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Doctor. That was what they wanted to wear as clothes. They were comfortable. That was just them. This feels like the people behind the scenes chose to create a costume. There's a difference there. Like Tennant's was a suit. That's weird, really weird. But it was just clothes he wore. This is more of a costume. Just like 7th was a costume and 8th was a costume. And yes, you could say they summarised the character, but they're still costumey. They weren't clothy. So it's fine, but it's certainly one of my least favourite costumes. I still prefer the not bowling, cricket. I just like that look. I think it's really, he was just really good in it. You know, like I say, it's fine, but you know, I like long coat's always good. I'll give him a lot of credit for long coat. And the white coat's a nice touch. Actually, it helps. It will help differentiate her in scenes and make it look brighter. So that I like actually a lot. Yeah. Ease into merchandise though. Yeah, exactly. I thought Koro from SG1. Yeah. Nuba Super Soldier. I mean, I'm sure she'll have a couple of outfits if you don't specifically like this one. Well, most doctors have one outfit. So, well, all doctors have one outfit except some of the new ones that might have an alternate. And Capaldi had two. Smith, I mean, Tennant had alternate suits, but he always had a suit. So most of the time it's a single outfit. Yeah, Dan, 23. When the 8th Doctor regenerated, he could have drunk something to change him into a female. He could have. But he was a male 8 times. He's a male character. But second regeneration cycle, you'll give up on life. You think, why not? You know, why not? You've already gone beyond your, beyond your, where you thought like me. Come on, Smith thought he was goner, like he thought he was dying, so that was already a massive surprise. And he became old again, which is weird. Yeah, actually, still Spike. I wish she'd stayed in something more akin to Capaldi's outfit. It suited her. Yeah, she looked smart. Needed to be retailored and stuff, but yeah, I would love to have seen her in a combo jacket. Oh, I don't know. Something, yeah. But this jacket's a good jacket. I think it's just a shirt that doesn't work for me personally. But that's just for me. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Jodie, Baptiste PG. Jodie was awesome. The pacing of this episode was weird for me. I did not understand the point of Thingy dying. Not sure about the style or tone. Well, yeah, Tom Baker did change, but he also had 7 years. He's the most Doctor by a long way. So yeah, Tom Baker's an exception in many, many ways. Renee, many, many ways. Many, many ways. God, I'm sorry I keep saying yeah. The pacing I was okay with because they tend to have longer paced first episodes. It was a long build. The build was a bit strange. It didn't quite set up strong enough. And wasn't it weird they set up the Indian, I assume they're Indian, with a lot of Indians in England, the Indian dude's sister. There's no payoff for that. I understand they talked about cryogenics, but there's no payoff. I'm hoping that they're going to meet her again, and that'll be the payoff. I mean, I've no idea. It was weird to give that little bit of story and just ignore it. You don't tend to set things up and not pay them off if they're that feeling important. I prefer Joe's costume from the reveal teaser. Oh, is it different? Oh, I didn't realize it was different. I thought I'm going to have a look. Hold on. Jodie Whittaker reveal teaser. Oh, yeah. The long jacket. Yeah, actually. Well, that was obviously a take on Capaldi's. I'm assuming. Well, yeah, it had to be super form. It had to be super. Although you can tell by the walk that it's a woman very, very early on from that. It doesn't have a man's build. But obviously it's to hide the curves, hide everything, and then to hide the hair as well. So obviously that's like super intentional. But that would have been too Capaldi. Wow, that TARDIS is super CG. That is a really poor CG. But guys, I'm going to end in a minute because I've got some other things to do tonight and I'm getting quite tired again. Sure. Oh, people are funny. That's what I want. So now you can see my brain whirring. Can anyone see my brain just going whoop, whoop, whoop? That button, that button, that button, and click. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, final review, I thought it was thoroughly okay. But ironically, when people post on Trekyards, that's strange. No. So many posts on Trekyards that are not appropriate for Trekyards. No. People don't understand. Yeah, no, I liked it as an okay piece of cinema. It was fine. It was second strongest start. Like Discovery has the second strongest start to the first season, but that doesn't say that much when the other ones are pretty bad. But overall, not the best season of Discovery. Back to Discovery for a second. Companions have potential, but were not used properly, and they were always very. Okay. I'll say there's one point before I go. The Doctor comes in. Yes, she's still got the confidence to take over a room, but instantly the companions, the people in the train, they just let her take over. She doesn't save them. Very important they say thank you for saving her life. She did nothing to save. She might have stunned it, but that didn't do anything beyond give them 2 seconds. So that was a poorly written moment. Small, but it's poorly written. She didn't actually save them or do anything. And then they all follow her despite a police officer, new, but a police officer, she has training, doesn't just follow. She would be more assertive than that, especially since Jodie looks younger, so there isn't that age gap. If it was a 70-year-old woman, you'd have the I respect my elders, and if it was a older woman, I respect my elders, but more in an action way. I was surprised at the two. I'm hoping that I was surprised that the two older actors both just let her be in charge and didn't use their I know they have no experience, but they felt as childlike as the other companions who were, in essence, they're playing the younger roles. So I was quite surprised by the characterization of those two, and that everyone accepted her that and did what she said like that, and didn't. It was an instant swap that wasn't properly set up, whereas other times they sort of do, like how you had Amy and Matt Smith. It's one companion versus 4, radically different. Yeah. What was I saying? See, the chat so distracting. Yeah, I assumed that. Well, sorry, Matt Smith with Amy, they had a really great chemistry. A lot of backstory with those guys, and you absolutely got why she trusted him and all that stuff. These guys, it was very rushed, very forced, not in a bad way, just in a moving on. And so once you do that in a less good way, I didn't buy why they all just houses and doing all these things, like why it sort of lost me a little bit with that. But that's one of those little conceits of just slightly sloppy writing. But the main plot bits were good, and the shots were good and such, and the ending was good, and the alien was great. So, like I say, a thoroughly okay episode, one of the second strongest opening, but the Doctor left little impression beyond, look, it's a woman, and I'm interested to see where it goes. But that's literally what we thought from the teaser. So, I mean, at least it didn't disappoint, but it also didn't impress. Whereas Matt Smith certainly impressed from the first episode. Tennant, I would also say, impressed from his Christmas special, from his very small appearance. He had a new energy and a big ass smile. I never liked Eccleston personally, so I'm biased. So I'm going to do last little chats. Anyone want to say anything, or last? Let's see, $5 more in super chat, and I can go. Classic thing I say, but it does help the channel a lot. $5 more. $5 more. Any last comments, and I will read them out. If they've got Helen Mirren totem vibe, yep. Notice the first thing she did is attack the creature in the train before trying to know what it was. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, she's trying to protect the people. It's instinct, isn't it? Obviously, she's not quite there yet. I mean, not the best. Not the best. Oh, Exton did rock in Dalek. Oh, for sure. It's not as if he didn't do a good job, but as a doctor, you know, he wasn't the best. You know, I did one season. Oh, okay. Tim, to the website. I guess you might have won the final. Oh, you did. You're superb. Let's see. $2 Canadian. That is absolutely enough to end. That's all I need, really. Hi, Samuel. Did a very small direct donation to your website. Don't watch Doctor Who, so didn't donate more. Just wanted to show support. You are superb. I look forward to discussion of your fan film. Yes. Goodness, the fan film Convergence. I will do a live about that later on in the week. Hopefully talk about it because I'm really excited. And I would like to interview me and talk about it. There's some good stuff for Convergence, so I'm excited. And yeah. Extended version later today? What Doctor extended version? What extended version? Google says there's no extended version. My fan film may indeed have the absorbable off, but mostly in spirit, perhaps. God, it's awful. Awful creation. Oh, Capital April, are you still on for Georgia in 2 weeks? I'm Skyping in, not actually going to be there, and that's the same weekend as Destination, so my aim is if I can... make it and join Skype right at the end of Destination, I will try to, but that's like a super... I'm trying to. Now let's see. 2 hour extended... Oh. 2 hours, really? I mean, I'm not seeing anything. Do you have a link to an article that says? Because I can't find anything that says it will be. I don't know. Damn, I was hoping for an in-person meet. Yeah, I can't afford to go down there for a weekend, and it's during the biggest European event. So no, I certainly wouldn't be able to attend. I mean, I don't have any money, so I can't just go. They were announced advertising during the first one. Well, I don't even see anything. Doctor Who episode. I mean, it's not coming up as a thing. I don't know what to say. But that would be impressive. It went from 60 to 2 hours. I would be thoroughly surprised. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, weird. I'd be interested to see a 2 hour one. That would really affect the pace, though. Seriously. Wow. Anyway, guys, this was a fun bit. A fun chat. A few super chats, not too many, but enough to help the daily amount of the income. So thank you so much. Thank you, Tim Theo, for the direct donation to the website. That does help because no special fees. Thank you to the 130, I think we reached at max. And we'll talk Discovery Season 1 rewatch later on this week. Hopefully you can join us. We might be doing it on Wednesday or 2 on the weekend, because weekend are more people normally, and also we need more people to make it more special, so probably do it the weekend. Something else on Wednesday. I know Stuart, I want to see Stuart's review of Runabout. That's not the word. Runaway. I want to watch his review, so he might do a live as well during the week, which I'll be excited to see as well, because I like Stuart's lives very much. And I don't know Baptiste. They're saying it is, but I can't find evidence that it is. But they said they heard it, so I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of the evening. And see you guys next time for another Trekyards Live. He was Captain Foley at like a barbecue or something, family event. I'm Connor Hawkins, and we'll see you next time. I'll see you next time.